Let me show you something. Give me Luke chapter 2 verse 41. And his parents went every year to Jerusalem and the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old and they went after the custom of the feast, go down. And when they had fulfilled the days, as they were returning, the boy Jesus tarried behind. It means the boy Jesus was left where? Behind. He remained behind in Jerusalem. And his parents knew it what? Not. Go down. But supposing him to be in the company, they thought he was with him. With them, rather. They went a day's journey, and they sought for him among their kinsfolk and acquaintance. Go down. Look at what happened. And when they found him not, they returned where? To Jerusalem, seeking for who? Go down. And it came to pass after 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, both hearing them and asking them questions. So they left Jesus behind, but they found him where they left him. Hello? Were they not in Jerusalem? They found him where? Also in Jerusalem. Now, let's go back to where he started. Every year they were going to the very same place. But now it happens that when they go this year, Jesus is now 12. He decides to remain behind. What kind of careless parents can travel for 24 hours? The Bible says a day's journey is 24 hours. They traveled for 24 hours, not even checking whether the kids are there. If you're a mother or you're a father, can you drive from here to some place without checking that are your kids in there? The first thing you do when you get into your car, you want to check if your kids are with you. So Mary and Joseph are careless. They are just taking a journey, but they're not checking if the kids are there or not. Then after they have traveled for 24 hours, Mary now decides that, hey, my son must eat. I must look for my son. The moment he's busy checking for the son is 24 hours left. So she must go back another 24 hours and start looking for the son. Let me go back to what I was saying on Friday and yesterday. Some of us, we are still moving ahead, but we are now moving alone. The same Jesus we received some years ago, some months ago, we left him in the place where we received him, but now we are walking alone. And some of you are so careless. Listen, even the disciples, they had Jesus in the boat, but they did not know that he was sleeping. So you can have Jesus and he can sleep. And at times you might move thinking you are with Jesus and he's not even there with you. So they looked for Jesus, they did not find him. And what they did, they say, we need to go back to Jerusalem. Listen, we need to go back to God. It is our duty to check ourselves every day. That's yesterday I said, you need to check your relationship with God. Check if your relationship with God is intact. Look at your neighbor and say, go back to God. Look at him and say, go back to God. After 24 hours of moving without checking if Jesus was with them, they decided, let's go back. Rather we leave the rest, go to wherever we are coming from. But if it means me and Joseph, we are going back to get our son back, it is fine. That tells you that salvation is personal. They should have said to others, let's go back all of us and look for Jesus. But the others continued going the direction and they went back just to look for one man called Jesus. Are you ready to leave your friends going whatever direction they are going and say, nah, I cannot move alone without Jesus?